Hello guys, my name is Kapil and I hope you all are doing good. Today I am going to talk about how you can modify columns, rows and cells in an Excel file. Before I start, I request all of you to please subscribe my YouTube channel so that we can be connected and we can talk more on Excel lessons, Excel tricks. So let's start. When you open an Excel file, you will be seeing there are different columns, different rows. All the columns are same in width size and all the rows are in same in height. So what do I mean by height? If I select this row, you can see the difference between the first line and the second line of the same row. It is called height. Sometimes you want to resize this height of a row. So what you need to do, you just need to position your mouse on any row line, and when you position that mouse you will see a double arrow cross. So when you see this double arrow cross, left click on your mouse, hold your click and then drag it to the down. That is how you can increase the size of a row. When you want to do the same with the column, you can do it in a similar way. So just position your mouse in a column line. When you see this double arrow cross, just left click, hold your click and then drag it to the right. Once you do this, you will be seeing the column has been resized. Now if you want to resize multiple columns, how you can do that? Just select multiple columns and just go to any selected column line, and when you see again this double arrow cross, left click, hold your click and then drag it to the right, and now you can see all the columns have been resized. But sometimes if you feel that you want to give a particular height or a particular column width, so how you can do that? Again select multiple columns, right click, click on column width. So just enter the column width you require for these columns. So like I entered 30. So now you can see these 4 columns have been resized to 30. Same you can do with the row heights. So just select the rows, right click, row height and then enter the number you want to resize, like 30. Now you can see all the rows have been resized. So that is how you can resize your columns and rows. Now I am going to talk about how you can use the Autofit feature to resize the columns and rows. So suppose if there is a content in a column, so I'm just entering a default content and you will be seeing this content is overflowing from a cell. Can you see this? It is overflowing from this D column and it is reaching to E. So what you need to do, you want to resize this column, but sometimes what happens that you have different content in a different cell and it will be more difficult when you have large data sets. So now in that case, if you want to resize your columns, how you can do that? So just select all the columns, go to any selected column line and then double click. When you see this double arrow cross, you can see it is auto fit, it is auto adjusted. So that is how you can use the auto fit feature to resize the column widths. Same you can do with the rows. So suppose right now there is no content in these rows. Now if you want to fit these rows to available content, how you can do this? So just position your mouse on row line, then when you see this double arrow cross, double click. You can see all the rows have been auto fit. So that is how you can use these feature to show your data, to present your data. So when you will be working on your data, it will be most useful feature of an Excel file. Now we talked how you can use this right click to resize your rows height and column width. But if you want to see the same option from your menu, how you can do this? Just select the columns and go to format. You can see row height, auto fit row height, column width, auto fit column width, default width. So that is how you can use these same options like auto column width. If you want to use this auto column fit option from the menu, how you can do this? Click on format, use auto column width. You can see same happened here. So that is how you can resize your columns and rows. Now we'll be going to how you can insert a column or hide a row. So if you want to insert one column, just select one column. If you want to insert 3 columns, select 3 columns. So remember one thing, when you insert any column in an Excel file, it always gets inserted by default to the left side like this. So you can see 3 columns got added here. Same you can do it with the one column. So you can insert one column. If you want to do the same from the menu option, you can go to insert and then click insert sheet column. You can see the columns have been inserted. Same you can do with the rows. If you want to insert sheet rows. So these many rows have been inserted. So let me write something here so that you will be seeing the rows inserted. I click on insert sheet rows. So that is how you can insert sheet rows from the menu. Now if you want to delete a column, in that case just select the column which you want to delete, right click, click delete. The entire column will get deleted. Same you can do with the rows. So that is how you can delete columns and rows. Now if you want to delete multiple columns and multiple rows, how you can do this? Just select the multiple columns, right click, click delete. That is how you can delete the multiple columns. Now if you want to delete the multiple rows, right click, click delete. So that is how you can delete rows and columns. Now if you want to hide, sometimes what happens that you want to hide a row or a column rather than deleting it. So how you can do it? Select the column, click hide. So you can see between D and F, you can see the column line has been doubled. It means that your E column is hidden. So between D and F, there is one column hidden. Now if you want to unhide it, select both the columns, right click, then click unhide. So that is how you can hide and unhide column. Same you can do with the row as well. So when you want to hide a row, just select the row, right click, click hide. Now you can see the row has been hidden between 10 and 12. Now if you want to unhide the row, select both the rows, right click, unhide the row. So that is how you can hide and unhide. Same option is available in the format section. When you click on this format, click hide and unhide, hide rows, hide column, hide sheet, unhide rows, unhide columns. We'll talk about this hide sheet. So that is how you can use hide and unhide feature in an Excel file. Now we'll be going to use the same feature for the cells. So suppose if you want to copy one cell to another cell, how you can do this? Just select the cell, copy it and paste it on the other cell. But sometimes what happens that you want to cut this cell from here and paste in another cell. So just select the cell, Control X, or you can use this cut feature. When you do this, go to the selected cell, go to the desired cell and then paste it there with Control V. So that is how you can cut content from one cell and paste it in another. Now if you want to cut multiple cells, so you can select multiple cells, use cut with Control X and then paste it in the desired cell. So that is how you can cut the content in a cell. Now sometimes what happens, so you can see the first content is available in D2 cell and second content is available in the E2 cell. Now what you want to do, you want to shift. So let me enter some more content here so that you would understand. But sometimes what happens that you want to cut a cell and you want to shift one cell to another cell. So how you can do this? So suppose if you want to shift this David to the D2, how you can do this? Though you can cut it from here and paste it there, but sometimes there are more content and you want all the content to be shifted here and it should be deleted. So how you can do this? Right click, delete. When you see this option, when you click on this shift cells up, so it means this all these cells will be shifted on the top side. When you click on shift cells left, it means this cell will be deleted and the right cell will be shifted to left. So you can see it has been shifted here. Now if you use shift cells up, you click on this shift cells up, and when you click on this, you can see the below cell has been shifted to the upper cell. So that is how you can shift your cells and delete cells. But now suppose if you want to insert this particular cell in between of this, how you can do this? Just select the bottom cells where you want to insert this and then click insert copied cell, like shift cells down, shift cells right. So shift cells down. So you can see all the cells have been shifted to the down and the new content has been inserted. Same you can do with the shift cell right. Insert, shift cell right, click. Now you can see it has been shifted here. So that is how you can play with cells. Now suppose if you want to shift a particular row or a column to a different column. So how you can do this? Select the column, cut it and paste it in the desired location. So that is how you can cut your columns and paste it in another column. You can use the same feature by selecting multiple columns for the multiple columns. Now if you want to do this for the row, so just select the row. When you see this cut, then go to the upper or the desired location, select the row and insert the copied row. So that is how you can move your rows and columns here and there and cells. Now we'll be going to talk about how you can hide sheet in an Excel file. So there are multiple Excel file and you want to show only particular Excel file to the user and you want to hide any sheet. So just select the sheet, right click and click hide. So that is how you can hide sheets. And if you want to hide multiple sheets, so you can select multiple sheets. So just click first sheet and then press shift and then select the last sheet you want to hide. Now you can see all the 4 sheets have been highlighted in white. When you see this highlighted section, you can click right, click hide. All the sheets have been hidden. So that is how you can hide your sheet. If you want to unhide the sheets, so what you need to do, just right click on any sheet, click unhide. You will be seeing all the hidden sheets. You can unhide these sheets one by one and show it here. So now you can see I have unhidden the sheet 6. So that is how you can unhide sheets. And now if you want to delete a sheet, right click on any sheet, then click delete. You can see sheet 6 has been deleted. Now I am going to unhide option. You can see sheet 6 is not showing here. So that is how you can unhide, hide and delete sheets. So hope you like this video. Please perform the same actions in your Excel file and get an expertise on this. So thank you for watching today. We'll meet tomorrow with the new chapter. Thank you.